All right, let's see if I'm live. Hey guys, it's Miriam. I am working on this portrait here. Still a work in progress. I'm finishing up the face right now. I really haven't done much with the body at all. That all still needs to be done. But I figured I'd come on live. It's a casual live, but if you guys have any questions, let me know. Let's see if I can fix. Sorry, there's a big shadow casting on the bottom half. Let's see if I get rid of that. All right, well, hopefully you guys can see it good enough. That'll just have to do. But yeah, if you guys come on and have any questions throughout the process, just let me know. I've got my palette here. Pretty much my standard colors that I've shown you guys in other videos, and I have started to use a little bit of medium in this process. We're using Gamblin solvent-free gel. I'm using a super tiny brush too at this stage. I mix just a little bit up at a time as I go. I know some people like to pre-mix all their colors. I don't. I like the natural variation that comes along with mixing on the fly, but I understand that's not always everyone's style. If you're on and watching this live, let me know what part of the world you guys are watching from. I'm always curious. Hey, Felicia. Felicia says she's from Oklahoma. That's awesome. I used to live in Oklahoma, but it's probably been 25 years since I've been back. Brian says, do you have a list of the colors you use most often? I don't have a list. That's probably a good idea. I could probably put one of those together. But I do mention in a lot of my other videos exactly the colors that I'm using. For this one, the skin tone is mostly Krementz white. I'm probably saying that wrong, but Krementz white and Naples yellow. That's what's given me this really kind of pale, pasty skin tone. Oh, Brian, you're in Savannah. Awesome. I'm in Atlanta. Not too far. Someone said only recently came upon your channel and have been going through all your videos. You're such a natural teacher. Thank you. I'm attempting a family portrait thanks to your videos about skin tones. Hey, that's awesome. That's super exciting. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the kind words. So a lot of you guys know I didn't go to school for art, but I actually went to school to become a teacher. And so I love getting to put out, you know, videos and still use the stuff I learned in the field of education, but in a new application with painting. although it has not helped my rambling, that's for sure. All right. I've approached the hard part for me in a painting, which is when you like your current state of it, but you know there's changes that need made. And in order to make those changes, you have to break a few things. And that's always scary because, you have to break it and then put it back together. And been in situations where it doesn't always work. So I'm hoping that I can put this one back together after making some of the necessary changes. Oh, someone said that's so pretty. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hope you guys are all having a good day so far. Um, how long has your art journey been? Hey, that's a good question. I started at the beginning of COVID. Um, I was pretty suddenly out of work, um, and just needed a way to get my mind off of things. And so I signed up for an online art class, and I have been going at it ever since, which is kind of crazy to think about. Brian said, wouldn't dare want to be a teacher nowadays. One must have very thick skin for that job. That is for sure. I need a bigger brush. This Cremance White is super nice because I don't know if you guys can see on my palette. It is like a semi-transparent white. Do you guys see that? Um, and so I can mix a little bit of color into it and just brush it into these areas, like scrub it in. And I don't even need to really, it gives the effect of glazing without, you know, glazing medium or anything like that. Just one of my favorite things about this color. Just going with a big brush. Just kind of scrubbing the light. Oh, speaking of medium, someone said, are you using any medium? I've been trying liquid for its drying time, but it seems to dry a little plastic-like. Yeah, I'm using this. It's Gamblin solvent-free gel. I used to use just the Gamblin solvent-free fluid, but I've recently started exclusively using the gel. I really like it. I try to use only non-toxic materials in my art, just because I have a home studio, I have small children and pets running around. Um, so the less chemicals, the better for me. I don't know, maybe one day I'll have a big giant studio with a nice ventilation system. Um, oh, I love how the lighting makes it look like it's glowing. Thank you so much. I actually just posted a YouTube video on how I kind of created that. Oh, any chance you get a little closer look at your brush to see how much you load on it? Yeah, there's really not. Let's see. Let's see if I get it to focus. Okay. I don't know if it's focusing, but there's not like a ton. Okay, so let me go on an empty part of this palette and do you guys see that? Like almost nothing came off. Like there's really not. I go in with thin layers. I'm hardly putting anything on at this stage. Now in the early stages, I'll load it up a lot more, but right now I'm just really kind of micro adjusting the form everywhere. And I don't know if you guys see, I have this rag here. And actually, anytime I get too much paint on my brush, I'm constantly trying to wipe it off. I really don't load up my brushes that much at all. Do you get anxious making realistic paintings? Um, you know, that's a good question. I do get more frustrated with my paintings the more realistic I try and make them. I was actually just thinking about that today, that I kind of this kind of style is newer for me, this more refined look. A lot of times I paint really loose, and I was just thinking today that I kind of really miss that. I don't know if I answered your question. But yeah, sometimes it can get stressful. Hey, Matt. Thank you. Um, Someone said, how do you do this? Well, I have lots of free videos out on YouTube sharing my process if you want to see. Female Michelangelo streaming. What a great way to end the day. Hey, thank you. All right. I'd say I need to work on this area a little bit and there. And definitely need to give her an ear. She's just got like a blob right now. But other than that, I think the head is pretty done. Oh, I got to do the neck. Maybe I should work on the neck now. Yeah, one of my worst habits as a painter is leaving my least favorite things for last. It's probably the least motivating way you can paint. And I always kick myself for doing it and always say that, oh, my next painting, I'm not going to do that. I think that's why I have so many unfinished paintings, because I leave all the stuff that I don't want to do for the end, and then I just end up not doing it. Don't be like me. Don't do that. I talked about earlier that I don't pre-mix my paints. And so kind of one of the downsides of that is, so all this neck area here, this is all dry, right? And now I'm going over it with wet paint. And so it just takes a little extra time to match your colors. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's just trying to match this into here, or at least get close to what I want. Hey, thanks, Mark. Kathleen says, love the dramatic black background. Do you keep it this way? Yeah, I am gonna keep it this way. There's actually, do you guys see some in here? There's like, some of the paint has sunken in some of these areas, but when I varnish it, it'll all come back to life. But yeah, I'm gonna keep the dark black, I think. Someone says, this is so skibbity. I have no idea what that means. Is that, I don't know, is that a compliment? Is someone, I don't know, maybe it's a prank. But thank you if that is a compliment. It means good. Thank you. Wow. I'm getting old. Wow, we have over 50 people on the live. I don't think I've ever had that many people on. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Pink. Um, go for the BP portrait contest. I stopped applying for stuff a while ago, um, like art contests and stuff, because it was expensive. Um, yeah, not much more than that. So maybe next year. I feel like right now I don't have, I like the stuff that I'm working on a whole lot. Um, but it's taking me forever to finish. The next Mona Lisa. All right, guys, I am probably going to hop off in a second. But thank you all for joining and watching. I appreciate you guys. Bye.